Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are
Waalaikumsalam
group
warahmatullahi
2 from IREC group, and we would like to talk about gender equality at workplace. As the member is me, Muhammad Zul Wijaya, and then Osama Laden, and the last one is Muhammad Yahya. Okay, so the first thing is contents of the presentation. First thing first, we would like to discuss, define, and contextualize gender equality, discuss how social development goals encapsulate a sense of gender equality, the fundamental things important, and as well as implementation within workplaces, and also convey the benefits and urgency of implementing gender equality to create a better working environment in workplaces. So in here we would like to interpret and elaborate things that could make the gender equality in workplace and portray cases of gender inequality within workplace such as harassment and wage gap. And the last one, we provide solution to substantiate and bolster gender equality as it has been portrayed in social development goals. And jump to the next one. Um, what is gender equality? General equality means that all genders are having the same rights. They have the same things that we all have, which means men and women would have some equal things and would it not exactly the same way, but we would be equal because we all have differences between each other. And also, upholding gender equality is important because it humanizes the world. Um, discrimination, harassment, gap, even violence based on gender will be alleviated and it would be disappear over the time, at least this decrease. And what will the world looks like if we implement it? The first one, more girls will be educated, which means countries will improve their human development index and stuff. And more women will be in the workplace, which means gonna make the economy better and better because they were treated much better than before. Also, families would be stronger. And the last one, more women would be in politics and things would just grow. And many political or social aspect would go better and better. The second one is gender equality in sustainable development goals will be delivered by Muhajir Yahya.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Said. The point two is gender equality in sustainable development goals. Okay, the next slide. Before getting into the discussion, we will discuss the purpose of the Sustainable Development Goals. Were born at the United Nations Conference on Sustainable Development in Rio de Janeiro in 2012. Its aim is to produce a set of universal goals that meet the pressing environmental, political, and economic challenge facing our world. All 17 goals are inter, which means that success in one affects success for others. Uh, how does how does it correlate with gender equality? The first is gender equality is included as the five goals, uh, and UNDP acknowledged the work gap, which has become one of the prominent issues within gender inequality. This wake gap has systematically perpetuated gender inequality between men and women. Okay, the next slide. The point third is benefits of gender equalities in implementation. Okay, next. What what can we get from implementing gender equality? Achieving gender equality will have a significant positive impact on the world. Here are some of the benefits. Point A, better business. Gender diversity increase organizational innovation and productivity according to studies. When women are given the same education as men, the business they join thrive. The point B is reduced poverty. Girls and women are among the poorest within the population. Gender equality will lift them from poverty. Because they are not given the same education, job opportunities, and income, the cycle of poverty recurs. By giving women the same opportunities as men, it will lift entire families out of poverty and reduce the poverty rate. The point C is better economy. When women are not restrained from participating in the economy, the potential for growth will be increased. Studies show that if OECD or Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development countries match Sweden in their female employment rates, GDP will increase by 6 trillion. And the point D is better health. Due to barriers in economy and education, access to good health car, care was also suffered by women. Without the obstacles, women are often not taken seriously. There is also less research on conditions that mostly affect women. If gender equality is realized in healthcare, women will receive better care, which leads to improve overall public health. Studies also show that gender equality is linked to improving children's health. Women with equal education and income can better care for their children. Okay, next slide. Okay, the next is Osama.
Okay, I'm gonna tell about how female workers should be treated at their workplace to fully support and achieve the gender equality of UN's Sustainable Development Goals. First of all, we know that that's very unfair happen a lot of time to female workers in their officer or any other workplace. According to UNDP on their website, women early only 77 cents for every dollar that men get for the same work. By means, that's unfair. Both men and women do the same work, but men gets more paid than women. Women get less than men, which is really unfair, and women workers deserve the same amount of income. Not only treated unfairly, some of them also get harassed by someone at their workplace in verbal, non-verbal, and physical harassment happen in many countries, as listed in ILO's fact sheet about sexual harassment at works. They say according to a 2004 report issued Italy, 55.4% of women in the 14 till 59 age group report having been victim of sexual harassment. However, in this case, before we solve the solution, we have to look at a certain goal of gender equality to achieve the first, end all forms of discrimination against all women and girls everywhere. Second, eliminate all form of violence against all women and girls in the public and private spheres, including trafficking and sexual and other types of exploitation. And then third, eliminate all harmful practice such as child early enforced marriage and female genital mutilation. D. Recognize and value unpaid care and domestic work through the provision of public service, infrastructure, and social protection policies, and the promotion of shared responsibility. And five, ensure women's full and effective participation and equal opportunities for leadership at all levels of decision making in political. And six, ensure universal access to sexual and reproductive health and reproductive right as agreed in accordance with the program of action of the International Conference on Population and Development at the Beijing Platform for Action and the outcome documents of their review conference. H. Undertake reforms to give women equal rights to economic research, as well as access to ownership and control over lands, other forms of property. And A. And change the use of enabling technology. And last, adopt and strengthen sound policies and enforceable legislation for the promotion of gender equality and empowerment of all women and girls all levels. Okay, from all that's goals above and the problem the female worker, there are so many point and solution that has to be employed to rise the quality. And then secondly, to achieve the second goal, recording explanation and harassment towards women can be solved by increasing security and
Osama,
assertiveness toward. Yes,
just read the PPT. Just read the PPT only.
which PPT? My PPT.
No, I screen share it, as you can see.
Yeah. Okay. I cannot see, brother.
Okay, yeah, just read the paper then the solution.
Okay. I'm sorry. It's very bad. Uh, I cannot see.
Okay,
Is that
I will continue your part then. This is the last one. Okay, so because Osama has a problem with the PPT, he cannot see it. So I would like to continue. The solution of the gender equality itself, the problems. And the first one is awareness. In tackling the issue of gender inequality, the society first have to be aware of existing problem. They normalize the discrimination and oppression of women as the default condition, which in the end of the day only perpetuates the problem. If more if more people realize that women somehow got paid less for doing the same job as their male peers, more people will be willing to change the system. The second one, security and assertion. In tackling exploitation and harassment towards women, the states can exacerbate their security to protect women, such as putting the more CCTV in harmful area, increasing campaign and programs, etc., etc. And the last one is policy making. In order to solidify all the pragmatic steps that has been taken to tackle the issues, policymaking should be conducted. In Indonesia, RUU-PKS or RUU-PKS have long been advocated by activist groups to revoke any sexual violence act and protect as well as bringing justice towards the victims. However, it has not been ratified by the government, even though it has a very good point to protect the people from sexual harassment. And that's all from us. Uh, I'm sorry, we are very sorry if there is any mistake in this video. And wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.